Alright guys, next one up is one that I've been waiting to ride for a while. This is the Indian Challenger Pursuit. And this really nice purpley blue sparkle.
Drive right down behind the bike's trailer, park in any empty spot, okay?
Sounds good. All right, so back to back. Just finished testing the Sport Chief. We are now on the Challenger. And I couldn't tell you, the ergos could not feel any more different than they are. Again, we're back to these teardrop mirrors. I guess that's a reoccurring theme. What else we got here? Settings. Nice, clear, crisp display. I am in sport mode. Good to know. You can set traction control, shock preload. Fine tune these things, and it's got all the bells and whistles, heated grips, all that stuff. The bars are low. Personal preference, it's a little bit lower than I'd like. Almost like a stock street glide, where your hands are almost in your pockets. Very generous floorboards. This is a really nice, smooth bike. I'm not going to mess with the controls too much right now because we're doing like city traffic here, but you can adjust the height of the windscreen, which I think is nice. Oh yeah, she wants to go. I will say this, the shifter is pretty fucking, the shifter's pretty far away from your foot. I've got my leg pretty far extended just to reach the shifter. I actually missed that shift before, but if I can show you here, my foot has to be way out here. I'm sure there's something out there that you can adjust that with. Got fuel levels up top, speedo, tack, all the information you need. Fit and finish is really nice. I'm in love with this color. You guys know how I feel about the blues and stuff in this category, so full on radio. Not really gonna mess with that. But yeah, all the bells and whistles, and you'd expect that in the touring level of these motorcycles. Oh, there we go. So right on your handlebars, there's the control right there. Oh, that's nice. That's all the way up. And that's all the way down. Nice, so easy to access. Looks like you can stop it wherever you want. It's hot as hell. I'm just gonna put it down. And again, we'll talk about the specs and stuff like that at the end. Right now I just want to focus on riding impressions. Brakes handle well. Again, Brembo brakes. The clutch, it just must be an Indian thing. The clutch truly is effortless. There's nothing there, which is great, especially in this kind of riding here. So if I had any gripes, it would just be the shifter location. Brake pedal feels okay. Teardrop mirror is certainly not the best. I've got some lowers on here that are open, so you know, as far as touring capabilities, this thing has everything you need. Seating position, seat is extremely comfortable. Rider triangle, upright. Floorboards, I would say, in a similar height position as far as my knee angle to what it was on the Sport Chief. With this suspension, and I know it's adjustable, I'm a little bit lower than I am on my my Road King Special with my Legends rear suspension. A little easier to put my feet down on this. So for you shorter riders, definitely something to consider when you're pushing around these big baggers. Plush suspension. And she's light. She rides really light. Brake check. Brakes work good. See my boy on the other Sport Chief. You put it in sport mode. That's the only way, baby. Yeah, this is not heavy. I mean, in the touring class, this feels really light, really nimble. She wants to go. And I'm dancing around in second gear here. Very impressed with the latest Indians. Again, fit and finish, ride quality, power. Amazing. Very impressed with this motorcycle. Seems like we're doing a little better at this run than we did doing the other one. Yeah, she whipping into turns and all that. This is nice. I think you'd have a better chance convincing me to trade my King in for something like this than you would my bobbin for the Sport Chief. And I've done a lot to the King too. Carbon fiber fenders, stage 2, custom exhaust, seat, all that, you name it. But it's hard to compare, you know, you have all this technology here, music if that's important to you, creature comforts is certainly here, the power is certainly here. Might be in trouble with this one. I think the ultimate question with these Indian motorcycles is, will they retain their value? You know, what's the long-term Indian plan for Polaris? Are they going to go the way of the Victory? I don't know, but they're making some really nice bikes. But if this was my bike, first thing is the bars. I have no problem with this seat. Shift peg, mirrors, and I think I'd be pretty happy for a while. I know I would be. With all of this stuff, I know I would be. Maybe bars here would be nicer, and I'm sure you could probably jack these up a little. But bars here, width of the bars, I think is better than the stock Harley. More comfortable. Not like, you know, I'm out down here, so I like that. Yeah, bars, mirrors, foot peg, and I'm happy. It's got the power already. It's got the adjustable suspension already. Sounds good too. Oh, please take us on the highway. Pretty please. That's where this bike would really shine. But light to light, man. Still very comfortable, still easy to manage those speeds. Heat dissipation, you know, obviously again, liquid cooled engine. that was. Something flew off of somebody. Yeah, I definitely recommend you go out and you test drive these bikes. If you're not riding a Indian already, definitely worth considering if you're in the market for a new bike. And if you're not, go ride them anyway. Go see what Harley's competitors are doing. Go see what they're giving you for your dollar that maybe Harley isn't, and vice versa, you know? So it might not be the bike you're looking for right now. But if you are in the market, so far, you know, these Indian models are very impressive. I'm not sure what that was, but welcome to Fort Lauderdale, guys and ladies. Very, very nimble. Very, very nimble. Very impressive. No head buffeting, at least for me, at 5'9" with a 30-inch inseam, with the windshield in what appears to be the lowest position. Yep. Again, I haven't been able to go too fast or take it on the highway, but impressive wind deflection here. I'm not much of a music guy, but certainly nice to have. I could easily see myself on this bike leaving the state, going all around, and you know, even though it's built for touring, again, handling is very impressive. Certainly not a problem flinging this thing around city driving. And I think with the performance push and the king of the baggers and all the R&D that's going into these touring motorcycles by both manufacturers, I think it's only going to get better for the touring line. Everything seems to be more sport influenced, with suspension, with you know, the ergos. So definitely an exciting time to be someone who rides a bagger. If you're into that kind of thing, I mean, if you're into just cross-country touring and comfort is more important to you, and bells and whistles, I mean, you're already here. You got everything you need as far as I'm concerned. I'm not sure what else you'd be looking for in a motorcycle. But, you know, just baggers in general have come a long way. This is an extremely comfortable motorcycle. Plenty of power to boot. And there you have it. Let's take a good look at her. Beautiful colors. Like I said, handles like a dream. Fog lights, lower fog lights there. Didn't even see that. Brembo brakes. Very, very impressed with that bike. So let's hop back on the Bob and let's talk. Alright, I always like to include this in the videos because it's part of the impression to me is when you hop back on your bike and that instant analysis of comparison between the handling, the power, and all those other things. Sometimes, at least in my opinion, the minute you hop back on the bike you're familiar with, those things become more noticeable. So in relation to the Chief, the Sport Chief, and this bike, with my custom setups set up for me, height-wise and all that, this bike is more comfortable as far as the ergonomics. But again, that's not what you get from stock. So you fall into that category of, okay, I'm gonna go aftermarket and make it mine, or you know, are you the kind of person who is like, you know, I paid X amount of money for this bike, I want it to be as close as what I need it to be, and I don't want to spend thousands of dollars, because let's be honest, that's what it costs to customize your motorcycle and get it to where you know, you're actually happy with it. So stock wise, no, Sport Chief hands down, with everything it comes with, is a better motorcycle, but my goal is to have this bike be better all around, but again, it's going to cost me X amount of dollars to do that. So kudos to Chief, kudos to Indian for giving you so many features stock in a very high quality cruiser. Boy, all this city riding, I can't wait to get back on the highway. And again, sometimes the highway's just as bad. Let's find out. Alright, I think the best thing to do from here is get in front of the computer. Let's pull up some specs and talk about some of the finer details of what you get from these two Indian motorcycles. Perhaps I'll pull up the specs on their closest competitors in the Harley forum, and give you my my overall impressions and the conclusion on what I can tell you right now are two very impressive motorcycles built by Indian, which is great for everybody, because the better bike the Indian builds, well, Harley's got to answer, right? And vice versa, right? Competition is a good thing. Breeds innovation. But as impressive as that new sport chief is, and that's like Indian's lowrider, as far as not only the way it's built, but popularity. That Challenger was a lot better than even what I thought it would be. So let's get in front of the computer and we'll talk a little bit more.
I've got the IndianMotorcycle.com website up. We're looking at the Pursuit Limited specifications now. I'll be comparing some of their main specifications to their number one competitor, which would be the Harley Davidson Road Glide for the sake of this comparison. I've also chosen the Road Glide Limited. Price-wise, they were pretty close. $29,399 for the Road Glide starting off at, and you're looking at $39.99 for the Pursuit Limited. So you can't talk about specs without talking about horsepower torque numbers. Seems to be the number one thing that's always brought up. Again, Indian coming in with a very impressive 122 horses and 128 foot-pounds of torque, where the Road Glide, you're looking at 122 foot-pounds of torque, if I'm not mistaken, but only around 86 horses stock. So one of the things that is very impressive about Indian is exactly that. Of course, you get the liquid-cooled engine, which has a higher compression ratio, 11-to-1 compared to 10-to-2-to-1 that Harley runs. Fuel capacity, 6 gallons, which is the same for the Road Glide as well. Ground clearance, the Pursuit is a little bit taller at 5.4 inches. The Road Glide, you're looking at about 5.1 inches. So it does have that going for it. Seat height on the Road Glide is 27.2 inches. Seat height is 26.5, so slightly higher seat height for the Harley, even though the ground clearance is lower. If we're looking at weight, 912 pounds running order weight for the Pursuit. The Road Glide, 932 pounds. So Road Glide is heavier by about 20 pounds. The Pursuit does have the inverted forks, where the Road Glide does not, but they both have dual rotor brakes. So with the Limited, you do get an adjustable ride height through the infotainment system, where the Road Glide you do not across any model. However, with the Indian, you only get 3 colors, where on the Road Glide, you're looking at a total of 1, 2, 3. I won't count this one because this is just black on black, like the special. 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, about 6 colors. So, and again, all of those colors are going to cost you. It's not going to be the same across the board. So while you do have more colors, it raises the price as well. What else do we got? Fuel economy is at 43 miles per gallon for the Road Glide. Both have 6-gallon tanks. I believe I mentioned that. Let's see if we've got fuel capacity. Not sure if they show the doesn't look like they show the miles per gallon on the Indian. Yeah, so you get all this. You get a better engine, and when I say better, I just mean performance numbers out the box with the Indian. You get inverted fork. You get a Fox shock. If you go to limited, you get the adjustable, electronically adjustable shock, which is really neat. You can just type in the weight for the passenger, yourself, your luggage, and it'll adjust for that. So you look also looking at 35 plus gallons of storage. I don't know if that's with or without the tour pack on the back. And let's see if we've got that number here. Luggage capacity 4.7 cubic feet. So they give you the same, they give you the spec, but they give it to you in a different format. So, if you guys can do that math, let me know what those numbers are. You can't go wrong with either one. Also, the Limited has the locking saddlebags, where for the Road Glide, you have to step up to the CVO to get that. But again, listen, you can't go wrong with either one of these bikes. The question is, what's the flavor for you? What do you do with it? Do you like to customize it yourself? Do you want to not throw thousands of dollars to make it the bike you're looking for, and you want, the best possible specs coming off the showroom? It's hard to argue with these Indians. It really is. Very impressive ride. Very nimble. Power was there. Comfortable. Features are there. Kudos to Indian for putting together some really good bikes. Harley's been around forever and a day, so this kind of competition, it's best for us, the consumer, in reality, because we're the one who benefits when two companies like this are always trying to outdo each other, always trying to come out with, the next best thing. It just means, better motorcycles for us at the end of the day. So, again, if you like videos like this, do us a favor, give us a like and subscribe. We really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch these videos. I've got a ton more on the way. And if you like this, I'd love to hear some comments from you guys. Is there another bike you guys want to see me test drive next? Doesn't even have to be an Indian or a Harley. I love all motorcycles. It's all the same to me. So love talking to you guys. Love getting your guys' feedback.